Coming up on TekThing, it's simple, people. Black Friday mayhem. Piles of picks for you for the holiday shopping season. Today's episode of TekThing is brought to you by iFixit and their new Essential Electronics Toolkit. Head over to ifixit.com/TekThing to check out all the parts and tools you need to keep your tech things working. For $5 off your purchase of $10 or more, go to ifixit.com/TekThing and use the code TekThing at checkout.
I'm Shannon Morse.
And I'm Patrick Norton.
And this is TekThing, where we have something useful in every single show.
Oh my goodness.
We have lots of useful stuff in this episode.
Well, we have lots of stuff in this episode. Black Friday picks.
Stuff.
All the things. Your number one pick sounds so familiar from last week.
I wonder why. Yes, we had just reviewed this last week. So today, I read online that Walmart and Target are starting to get restocks of the Nintendo Classic. It's the NES Classic. This thing is $60. This is a huge deal for the holidays for any gamers in your life that love classic Nintendo games, because 30 games come pre-installed on this little device, and it's HDMI, so you can plug it into any of your new computers. Highly recommend it, especially now that a lot of retailers are starting to get them back in, which is great. So don't spend $200 on eBay.
Yeah.
Spend $60 at Best Buy or Target or Walmart or whatever it might be.
If only you could add more games to it.
If only.
If only.
Oh man. Well, we might soon.
Google Home or Amazon Echo?
I would say either or. So the Google Home is cheaper. So that one is $129. You can get it from Google's website, madeby.google.com.
It's $99 right now.
/home. Ooh, it's on sale. Oh, nice. They just changed that, like right as I was looking at it. That's so cool. So it's $99 right now. That is awesome. You can also get, if somebody in your household does not use Google items like Google Calendar and everything, you can also use the Amazon Echo. So this one, it's currently priced at $179.99 on day of recording, but it will be cheaper, about $139, I believe, or $129 for Black Friday. So it's going to be a good deal for anybody that wants a voice assistant in their household. Can't take either of those with you. They're not mobile, but you can have them both in your household.
I'd say an Alexa command, but many of you have basically told me to never do that again because of stuff.
Well, you did just say her name.
But I don't think I said anything she would act on. You know, if you're an iTunes kind of person, you basically have the Apple TV. For everybody else, we got a couple of other suggestions. First up,
if you don't have a smart TV quite yet, like myself, I don't have a smart TV.
Or if you have a smart TV that's completely useless because the applications have never been updated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing I really like is the Roku. I've loved their line for years, and one of their newest models, which came out just a couple of months ago, is the Roku Premier Plus. This is not the top of the line version, but this is the one that I would recommend. I would recommend this one because it's still under $100. They haven't updated the pricing for Black Friday, so they might not even do a sale for Black Friday, but it does use 4K and it does do HDR, and it's also a lot faster than their last line. So this is the model that I highly recommend for anybody that's looking to get a smart box for their entertainment system.
Or for someone else.
Yeah, or for someone else. For example, I got one of those for my mom, and she loves it.
It'll run Amazon Prime. It'll run HBO Go.
It will run all the things.
Not all the things.
Not all of them. Almost all of them. There's also some awesome Black Friday deals happening on Amazon other than the Echo. They're also doing the Kindle Paperwhite. So this one is a really, really great ebook reader if you guys are into reading books. This is the best thing that I have found because I personally really like physical books. This is the best one that I found that actually kind of relates to a physical book. So they are having a deal during this week, this entire week, and it's $99.99 as opposed to $120 like it is usually.
Nice.
And this is the one that does come with backlighting, so that's excellent because you can use it while, for example, your wife is going to bed right next to you. So really, really highly recommend the Amazon Kindle.
My wife loves her Paperwhite.
Yes.
And she's like, she went from like
My
a
husband loves his.
first-gen Kindle to a Paperwhite.
Oh, wow. Huge upgrade.
Huge.
For the podcaster in your life, or for somebody who just enjoys talking to people on video games, or somebody who records audio for music or what have you. The Blue Yeti microphone, this is the one that I use for all of my podcasting endeavors back at home. Not in the studio here, but just at home. But this one is $128.99 currently. However, on Black Friday, it'll be going down to $89.99. That is a huge discount. That is a great deal. $90 for the Blue Yeti. Like, that's a steal.
I'm
so
seeing with my Shure SM58 because punk rock.
I definitely did not get that for $90, so I'm kind of jelly that they're doing a Black Friday sale now.
But think of all the hours of recordings you've made.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't have made without it. Or would have been with inferior quality.
Man, it's not fair. And last off, I also wanted to mention the GoPro Hero 4 Black. So this is not the newest series. The newest series is called the Hero 5. Yeah. But the Hero 4 Black is the top of the line of the 4th series. And this one is going to be dropping down to $348. So you can currently buy it for their sale price of $348. It does not, now this is the unfortunate part with this one, it doesn't have a monitor on the back. So you have to basically frame it with an Android device or a phone, a smartphone that can wirelessly connect to it, and then go from there and hopefully keep your frame. I prefer the Hero 4 Silver myself too. That one is a lot cheaper. It's $279, and it's also a great price for somebody who wants that kind of action video. I love bringing it with me on vacations, especially if I want to go underwater. They have a new one as well called the GoPro Session. I think it's the 5th edition Session. That one is waterproof. It's a little bit pricey, but it is also one that you may want to recommend or purchase yourself if you want to go like underwater shooting.
Abuse.
Yeah, for anybody who's going to, like, I don't know, Cancun for Christmas, there you go. And then the other thing I wanted to recommend for Black Friday sales, and this sale just started this week as well, Canary. So I have a Canary at home. It's for home monitoring. It has a little camera on the front. It's HD, works at nighttime too. It's great if you want to watch your cats in the middle of the night like I do, because I'm weird. So if you buy two, so one for you, one for your friend, it's $100 that you save on two of them together. Normally they cost $199 each, so that's $199. So that's about 25% off of the two, or half off of one. Second one for 50% off. Nice. So it's a good deal. I really like mine. I've only had it go down once, and I've had it for about 2 years. And they fixed it, and they updated their Twitter immediately with status updates. So I was really happy with their service in that matter.
And you don't find it out.
It's very responsive. Yeah.
Top of the line Android phone. I'm gonna guess you are picking the
Pixel. Either the Pixel or the Pixel XL, it doesn't matter. Both of them are awesome. I love my Pixel XL. It's my new, like, everyday phone. It's so great. The video recording on it is awesome. I can actually transfer my videos to Adobe, which is great. Didn't work so well with the Nexus. I know nobody has that problem except for me, but it's a great phone. It's very important. I love that phone. Highly recommend the Pixel.
It's fast.
And the Pixel is cheaper. It's about $649 off the top of my head. The Pixel XL is a lot more expensive, especially if you go up higher in memory. You are going to spend almost $1,000. But it is a great phone. Very, very good.
Looking at the lower end of the Android spectrum, like an unlocked smartphone for a bargain, Nextbit Robin. Selling for $169 on Amazon. Hopefully it'll still be for that price. Yeah, it's crazy. It's basically like a $400 phone selling for $170 now. More powerful than a Moto G Play, way stylish, and a pretty slick cloud storage trick. Because
really
basically,
pretty.
Yeah, it is really, really pretty. They do like a gray version of it too. You can load your own bootloader into that. But the really cool stuff is the way they basically manage your data and applications on their own private little cloud system. It's pretty slick. Moto G Play is doing some good stuff. If you're looking for laptops under the tree, one of the things I want to warn everybody about. Yeah, we both love Dell's XPS 13s.
That's my pick.
They start at $800.
Yeah.
Don't get the $800 version because it's only got 4 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh no, that's not enough.
But the $1,000 models offer 8 gigabytes of RAM, Core i5 CPUs. Another really, really nice laptop out there, Lenovo's Yoga 910 2-in-1, which looks a lot like this.
Yes.
Is starting at $1049 with, I want to say, a Core i7, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and a 256 gigabytes SSD drive.
That's really good.
If you have $530, that'll get you Acer's Aspire E15. It's 15. Like, I don't particularly want to carry around a 15-inch laptop because I'm just so used to 13-inch laptops.
Yeah,
they're small.
same.
But This is crazy. It's 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD. It is $530 with a Core i5 processor.
Wow.
That's a fantastic deal.
That's very good.
On the Chromebook department, Acer's Chromebook 14 sells for about $292, and the Acer's Chromebook. Let me pick up under that in 3, 2. On the Chromebook front, this is Acer's Chromebook 14. It sells for $292, and the ASUS Chromebook Flip selling for $249. Those are kind of in the lead in the Chromebook world. If you want Windows as cheap as you can get it, Lenovo's Ideapad 100S is selling for under $200.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a pretty fantastic deal.
That's really cheap.
It's really, really cheap. If the Roku sounds too pricey, think about streaming to a Google Chromecast 2, $35. It's considerably more expensive.
Definitely.
If you're looking for the 4K version, it's going to be the Chromecast Ultra for $70, but the Chromecast 2 for 1080p streaming is pretty slick for $35.
Yeah, and it works. It works really well. So
yeah, people love it.
It's a definite recommend.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Should we talk about televisions?
We should talk about televisions.
If you want a crazy deal, Robert Heron's kind of in love with TCL's Roku TVs. 55-inch 4K UHD TV with Roku built in is selling for $400 right now. Now,
I hear that Roku name coming back.
Yes. It's a repeating theme in this episode. Does it look as good as Samsung's 8500 series or LG's OLEDs? No, but you'll spend $600 to $1,000 less. They've got a 65-inch version for $1,000. And then if you want to get something really, really nice, Samsung's KS8500 series starts around $1,100 for a 55-inch
Is that
TV.
curved?
That one's curved.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually it's curved, and you're looking at a 55-inch TV for $1,100, 65-inch is $1,600. And if you want the ultimate video, according to Mr. Robert Heron, this is what you're looking for, LG's OLED B6 series. Okay, it's interesting. They have the same glass as the expensive ones, but it's not as thin a bezel, or as they don't have their fancy glass background from the G or the E series. But you'll save like $1,000.
Okay.
In the words of Mr. Robert Heron, LG's infinite contrast imagery at more affordable prices. Basically, you get the brightness of an LCD TV with wide angles and dark levels of a good plasma TV. OLEDs are really, really sick.
So how much is that one?
That
LG?
one is $1,800 for the 55-inch and $3,000 for the 65-inch. So, well, yeah, if you're looking at like
that's an investment.
It is, but it should last you 4 years.
Yes.
Right? So it's like $3,000 for the OLED, $1,500 for the top of the line LED, and $1,000 for the sort of bargain 65-inch OLED.
It's not bad.
Excuse me, LED. Not OLED. No $1,000 OLEDs.
Now, Amazon has not released data on which brands they are doing sales on for TVs yet.
Right.
For Black Friday, they're going to be releasing those later in the week. I would be slightly skeptical, though, when it comes to TVs, especially if the brand name is not listed, because we don't know what those sales are on yet.
Or if the brand name is something you would associate with like a 1960s camera manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
We'll talk about price tracking in a minute. Remember I saw the Elacs at CES at the beginning of this year. I bought a set of Elacs Uni-Fi B5 bookshelf speakers. They sound extraordinary. You will not get a better speaker for $500 for the pair.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not the $500 pair. This is the $500 pair.
Yes.
If you don't want to spend that much money, take a look at the Debut series. They start at $279 a pair for the bookshelf speakers, which is they're pretty fantastic. And if that's too much money, Pioneer's SPBS22, which was also designed by Andrew Jones, the guy that designed the Elacs, they sell for $130 a pair. And Steve Gutenberg, the audiophiliac from CNET, says Dayton Audio's B652 Air speakers, he called them remarkable for $60 a pair. But let me make it clear. The Pioneers or the Elacs will kick the snot out of these Dayton Audio speakers. But if you got $60 and you want speakers, this is a place to start if you don't want to buy something used or from a yard sale.
Very cool.
All right.
All right. I love these options.
Oh, and one last thing before I go. If you want to buy somebody, if you want the ultimate computer speakers, or like television speakers, or like you want to blast amazing audio in one of the smaller rooms in your house, Kef's Egg wireless digital music system. This is the blue version. They sound incredible. They are small. They are contained. And they should sound incredible because they're $500 for the pair.
Very cool.
It's the speakers and the amp and a DAC, and you can stream Bluetooth to them. They're really, really impressive sounding.
I love them.
If you want headphone picks, email ask@tekthing.com. GPU picks, check out TekThing97 where we talk to Ryan Shrout. If you're thinking about a new desktop or gaming system, we expect desktop Kaby Lake CPU news at CES.
So excited for those.
Which probably is not going to be a huge performance boost over the current processors, but of course it means the prices are going to drop on the current processors.
Yes, they will.
CES is coming, people.
Are you ready? I'm not.
I'm booking appointments already.
Oh, good.
It's frightening.
I should do that.
We mentioned them recently, but if you're trying to figure out if a deal is really a deal, do yourself a favor. Take a look at camel.com. This is a particularly good one for Amazon. This is that LG Electronics OLED we mentioned in the last segment. And you can see this is tracking. It debuted at $4,000 in May. And there's a kick up in August and a kick up in September. And look, kids, it's at its lowest price since it came out. Now, if you want to see something totally different, this is that $400 TCL 55-inch 4K Ultra HD Roku TV. It started at $600. Oh, wow, it dropped too. There's another one I looked at, I think the 65-inch, where it was like literally like a flat line with like a sail dip and then another flat line. But basically, it allows you to track what's going on with pricing over time and if a price has shifted in an unfavorable way.
Which always does happen. So
not always, but
it's worth taking a look, especially before you do an investment purchase.
Oh my goodness. Another one to take a look at is nowinstock.net. Ryan Shrout introduces to me in the great video card drought of this summer.
Oh, the NES Classic.
Well, the NES Classic, right? Well, it tells you, like, it looks at all of these, like GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, and it's out of stock everywhere. And stock is available on eBay for $200 or $300.
Of course.
The website's really cool, and I should probably point out the thing I just navigated away from is you can do like an in-stock alarm.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if you want it to yell at you and be like, your GPU is back, or that incredibly cool Legos, or the Star Wars toy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
For the kids.
For the kids. You know, for kids. So
oh, wow, that's in stock everywhere.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We like it when GPUs are affordable and in stock.
Me too.
What are you? I mean, you're the coupon maven.
Yes. Yes, I am. Kohl's accepts multiple coupons on the website.
Good to know.
Yeah, very good to know.
What is
At least
Kohl's?
they used to. It's a store where you buy clothes. That's pretty much it. So, shopping. If you are a shopper and you want to get the best deal, go to Camel, and then hop on over to Retail Me Not.
Ooh.
And search for a specific person. Like, let's see, I'll go to Shutterfly. So Shutterfly, it'll show you all the different deals that are currently happening. So for example, this one, there's a 50% off code. So I just copy that and then paste it over to Shutterfly's website and use that code upon checkout. Or, okay, this was a recent one that I did, Free People. So this will show me all the deals that are currently going on and any kind of coupon codes that I can put into the website to get a cheaper discount upon checkout. So it does jump you over to the website. There are a few pop-ups, just block them, and then you'll be fine. Another thing I really like, and this is recommended for anybody who needs to give their family a wish list, because my family constantly asks me for a wish list, and I'm like, I know they're not going to go to every single website I have a wish list on.
Just donate to Heifer International.
Right? So what I recommend is installing this add-on for Chrome. It's called Add to Amazon Wishlist. So if I wanted to add something to my wish list, for example, I could add this website to my wish list. I could click this little A, it'll give you a little A as the add-on, and then it'll show you the item that the page is on, the cost, the quantity that you want, and then you can add comments and you can add it to your wish list. So all you do is hit Add to Wish List, and it'll immediately populate onto your Amazon wish list. So that way you only need to send your family one wish list, and it'll jump out to the websites where all these different items are at.
Sorry, I was just looking at your monitor, and it's like, a discount on Free People. It's just creepy.
It's a clothing store. They make like, I don't know, American branded stuff. I don't know.
Stuff. They make stuff.
If you guys have a favorite bargain hunting tool that you want to share, because I'm always looking for bargains with the TekThing crew or with me or with everybody else out there we would love to share, you can email those over to ask@tekthing.com or you can tweet them to @TekThing.
Our sponsor, iFixit.com, is your complete DIY electronics repair solution. From their 22,000 free step-by-step repair guides to the huge inventory of replacement parts and tools with lifetime warranty, iFixit has got your repair needs covered. And I've been a fan of iFixit for a long time, since way before they became a sponsor. And today we got something really cool for you. A new toolkit just in time for your holiday fixing and gifting. The Essentials Electronics Toolkit. Name says it all. All the essentials in one kit for $20. So you can fix your stuff without breaking the bank. Durable, compact, a nice hard shell case with a sorting tray built right into the lid. Magnetized driver handle with a 16 most needed screwdriver bits for repair. Precision electrostatic discharge safe tweezers, an array of opening tools, each with a different balance of strength, softness, and thinness. An ESD safe spudger, soft plastic opening tools and picks, iFixit's own rubber handled Jimmy pry bar, and a suction cup for display, assembly, removal, and as many phone screens as I've broken. I assure you, the suction cup will come in handy. What's the best part? $20. It's a sweet price for a do-everything kit backed by iFixit's lifetime warranty. Buy it because it's awesome, or don't. You still get free access to all the free repair resources on iFixit.com, because, you know, they're cool that way. By the way, it is Black Friday at iFixit every day this week. iFixit.com/TekThing is the place to check out all the deals. People, grab an essential electronics toolkit and make repair behave. Head on over to iFixit.com/TekThing now to check out the new toolkit and all of iFixit's holiday deals. That's iFixit.com/TekThing and use the code TekThing at checkout and you'll save $5. Thanks, iFixit. There are so many cheap PC options. I get a little excited about cheap PC.
Yes, you do.
Raspberry Pi, chip PC, Odroid. Look, none of them are blazing in the speed department if you try to use them as a desktop.
That's true.
Which is why I was told to check out DietPi.com, which is essentially a simplified version of a GUI for people like me to run in the great experience. More than just a minimal image. We'll do a full review of that next week. But one of the things that I just like, these little PCs, the thing they do best is act as an appliance, like single tasky kind of things.
Yeah, for
dedicated distros. Some of my favorites, if you're thinking about like, gosh, I need a family project for the holidays, or I want to make something for one of my friends that's not going to cost a fortune.
Yeah.
Do you have a friend that is into music? RuneAudio can do some amazing stuff, especially if you use a USB DAC along with it. Volumio is another one of my favorites. These are essentially dedicated audio playback systems that you can stream to or stream from. I really like those. RuneAudio.com and Volumio.org. If you want to build a great, big, fancy, or actually a very tiny, inexpensive streaming box, OSMC.tv, OpenELEC.tv, and of course, RasPlex.
Yes.
.com should be three of the first places you go.
Absolutely.
If you're thinking about gaming, go to Laka.tv or the ever so popular.
That sounds familiar.
I think there may be a Hack 5 lesson on
Laka
that one.
TV is the one that we built over the summertime on a little Intel NUC. Yeah, Laka is great. I highly recommend it. It's so easy to install.
They do a Raspberry Pi version too. The classic Raspberry Pi would be RetroPi, and that's retropie.org.uk. If you're feeling kind of crazy, you can turn your Raspberry Pi into an ad black hole. Yeah.
That's so cool. That still cracks me up every time I see it.
Oh, it's awesome. Pi-hole.net. PiVPN.io will basically turn your Raspberry Pi into a dedicated virtual private network.
That's cool.
The crew over at Make did what I still think is an incredible build, which is essentially a portable DIY Raspberry Pi VPN Tor router.
Oh my gosh, that's great for traveling.
It is great for traveling. Look, kids, it's just privacy in a box.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. The crew over at Nextbit Co., who make the chip, the $9 PC, they turned a Pringles can into an Amazon Echo. Yeah, because they're crazy like that. Let's see.
Because why not?
Because why not? Adafruit has Raspberry Pi Zeros in for $5. You may buy one per customer. If you're looking for an Odroid C2, best place to get those in the United States is at ameridroid.com, because you won't pay for shipping from Korea, so you'll get it faster and you'll pay less for it. This is essentially sort of a Linux or Android PC, much more powerful than a Raspberry Pi. If you want to spend no money and get something cool, look, Chip PC, the world's first $9 computer. They are about 10 days out on ordering, so you can order one and get it now. It's not, you're waiting months, but it is going to be about 10 days to get it around. If you do buy a Raspberry Pi chip, I highly recommend you get, Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is, the HDMI adapter.
Yes,
which
an
is $15,
HDMI adapter.
which ironically is more expensive than the actual the actual chip. But if you don't have an old VGA, if you don't have an old
Composite?
thank you.
Yes.
Television.
Then HDMI would be useful.
Yeah. One of the cool things about the chip, though, is they have headless versions. So if you want to run it as a server, you can just download the headless version of the operating system and install it, and don't have to worry about any drain from the GUI in the operating system.
That's great.
Oh, and yes, for some people who asked me, I did the Kickstarter for TekThing Co.'s latest product, the Dashbot.
Did you really?
I did, because my 9-year-old self wants kit in my truck. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And what's really cool about that, it's essentially a test for TekThing Co.'s Chip Pro, which is scalable hardware, software, and infrastructure for $16. But they came up with the idea of something like the chip, but that you can turn into a product, and that will be stable in terms of design and price.
That's cool.
But yeah, the Dashbot, which I'm staring at right now, look, kids, it's utterly 80s.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
But verbal communication, they've got Alexa running on it and other stuff.
Okay.
If you're feeling, I'm just saying, it's out there. Link in the show notes.
Very cool. I love it. Go make something cool. I want to see your pictures. You can send those our way. Maybe we'll even include them in our analog pick of the week, even though making a Raspberry Pi thing isn't necessarily analog.
We could alternate analog.
It's a family-friendly thing.
And making.
Send us your pictures and your videos over to ask@tekthing.com. We would love to show them off for you.
EdgarQ posts on Facebook, on the topic of surround sound and headphones, I have to point you in the direction of a thread over at the Head5 forums where users put together a very comprehensive guide and advice depending on the kind of experience you are looking for. Edgar adds, I still rely on Nix amps, which take care of delivering a very convincing surround experience via Dolby headphone. On the PC side, I have an old Creative Audigy card that simulates surround sound through something they called CMSS 3D, which is more convincing than Dolby headphone in my opinion. To hear a few examples of what Dolby headphone and CMSS 3D sound like, watch the following videos. Make sure you disable any 3D or surround sound processing on your sound card if listening on your PC, and we will put those links in the show notes.
Sweet.
So
what's this website he's directing us to?
Head-fi.org.
Head-fi.org.
Jude and the crew. They're the people
cool.
who put together the Can Jam events where you can go listen to all the cool headphones.
Those guys. Got it.
Yeah. Edgar also adds, I think an Antlion mod mic is actually the way to go if you have a set of headphones you like. And Edgar, the gaming experience the gaming experience and experiments will continue. And I got a mod mic to check out.
Ooh.
On the way.
Awesome. Yes, thank you so much for writing in your recommendations. We love those. And we also got a question from Mark. Mark wrote, ask@tekthing.com. Hey, Shannon and Patrick, love the show. With Black Friday and the main shopping season just around the corner, what kind of tech or analog things are you hoping to pick up for yourself or others? Thanks for everything you guys do, and happy holidays. Mark from North Dakota.
Thank you, Mark.
Yay! Well, I think for everybody else, I kind of listed all those things in the previous section. And that new iFixit toolkit is, can I add that to my wish list? Because it's really cool. I think that $20, I mean,
and not just
that's
because
a good gift.
they're our sponsor, but because you really want
But because,
it.
I mean, that's a good kit for anybody who has a smartphone.
I might try to make it a little thinner.
Yeah.
Because it's been living in my backpack.
That will fit in my
since it
purse.
showed up.
That will fit in my purse.
Small cars will fit in your purse.
Small cars.
I've seen that purse.
Purse is not that big.
Hairdryer
So
in the purse.
Anyway.
Can of hairspray bigger than your head in her purse.
That's for the 3D printer. So my wish list, as far as digital or tech gadgets, I want to get a new Nintendo 3DS XL. Those came out like a good year and a half ago or so, or 2 years ago. But I want to get it because Pokemon Sun and Moon just came out, those two games. I'm not sure if I want Sun or Moon, so if you guys have recommendations, let me know, because I'm not sure which one I want to get. And also, there are newer 3D versions of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which came out, I believe, last year as well. So I haven't gotten my hands on those yet, but I've seen them played and I love them. They are really, really cool. I also want to get this little Sony lens. I don't have a good 16mm lens for my my nice camera. So I would love to get my hands on one of these, but they are so pricey. So I'm probably going to have to hold off and buy that myself. And then hopefully I can claim it as a business expense.
Is that a wide angle lens?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's great great for closer up shots. It's not going to be macro necessarily, but it'll be a lot better for, you know, wider photos or great pictures of, like, you know, flowers and things like that I can't necessarily get with my other lenses. The Hobby Creek Helping Hands. This is really cool. Patrick has one of these, and it looks way better than the really, really terrible one that I got at Radio Shack like 15 years ago, and I still use to this day. This one is very durable. It stays in place very well, and you can also nail it down or screw it down onto a wood board. So it's weighted, and it's really, really nice. I love it. I want to get one for myself because I feel like that would really help with my soldering.
It's really nice.
Yes, and as far as analog, because I am a Sailor Moon junkie, I can't help myself. Sailor Moon figure arts, especially the Zero versions. These are amazingly beautiful, very detailed, and gorgeous figures of the Sailor Moon characters, and I just love them. I think they're a great collector's product.
Those like Hummel figurines?
Obsessed with Sailor Moon. Yeah, they're kind of like those. These ones are called Figure Arts Zero.
Little ceramic statues that break when small children are in your
Well, they aren't ceramic. These ones are made out of really durable plastic.
Oh, thank goodness.
But they do stay in place. They don't have movable parts or anything like that. So I'm probably going to, although I really don't need any of those things, so I'm probably going to ask my family to just donate to their favorite charity or cause instead of getting me anything, because I don't know, I just had my birthday this month and I feel really old and I don't feel like asking for things. I'm just like, I just want you guys to get, you know, to just send cash to charities or something. Like, put your money towards a good cause instead of putting it toward a thing for me. I can just buy those myself. So, whatever.
Instead of buying me toys.
Yes.
Oh, man. +1 for donating to a cause or a charity you believe in. I'd like to say that I want a GTX 1060 for my desktop, especially one of the really small ones that will actually fit in my crazy little S4 mini case.
My husband wants one of those.
They're pretty cool. Or maybe Power Driven Diesel's AFC Live mechanical tuner for the Cummins in my truck, and a pony.
And a pony?
A pony. Everybody wants a pony. No. But what I really want for the holidays is a new babysitter. Our old sitter finished college and got a full-time job in biotech where she's taking names and kicking ass. But my wife and I want to get date night rolling again. So what I really want is time. I've got a new, I bought it used suspension, new to me suspension to put on my truck, so I can go get my desert race on with the boys. So yeah, I want time for Christmas. Do I sound like a parent or what?
Doctor Who.
Ooh.
Doctor Who.
If I watch Doctor Who, I'll have more time?
I mean, the doctor knows how to create more time, but, well, I shouldn't go into spoilers.
Because I still haven't seen any of them. None of them are available for streaming. Almost none of the Doctor Who is available for streaming again.
They're not there anymore.
Where
it's really sad and depressing. Hopefully they come back when more episodes are on TV, on the BBC. We will see. Remember, everybody, once in a while, put down your phone, step away from the screen, close the laptop, and do something analog like eat a mess of pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
At least if you're in America and you celebrate Thanksgiving.
I will be giving mad thanks this Thanksgiving. Thank you, actually, all of you for watching. And thank you, all of you who support us on patreon.com/TekThing, because you make it possible for us to do this. Yep. And we really, really appreciate that.
We love you guys.
We do. I'm Patrick Norton.
I'm Shannon Morse.
We'll see you next week on TekThing.
What you need help with? You want me to stir
pot? Give me your
pot?
laptop so I can debug that crap your son downloaded.
That's how I roll on Thanksgiving. I won't be helping in the kitchen. I'll be fixing the computer in the computer room.
Johnny, have you been surfing naughty websites again?
What?
Stop installing free software that'll make your downloads faster. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I actually may have a tech support thing at Thanksgiving this year.
Hey, I have a pro tip for anybody out there that is planning on fixing all the computers. This is from, what's her name? Swift on Security on Twitter, if you follow Swift on Security. It's an entire blog of how to fix computers for people that run Windows machines at home. So I'm going to put this in the show notes because it's a really good list.
Pull it up. It's beautiful.
It's good. Yeah, check this out. It goes through a whole list of everything you need to do.
It's a long list because people
It is a long list.
Terrible things to their computers.
Yeah, but it's everything
awesome.
you need to know. Yeah, uninstall Java. You don't need it for anything. Update drivers.
You know what we haven't said in at
Physical
least
cleaning.
2 or 3 episodes?
Dust.
Back up your PC.
Back up your PC.
Back up your phone. Back up your contacts on your phone. If you don't remember the last time you backed up your contacts on your phone, make sure they're being backed up automatically or back them up right now. Just
do it.
in case there's a terrible cranberry sauce accident.
Thank you, everybody.